Oh, good morning, darlings. Except, it's not. It's not a good morning. It's a horrible morning. Horrible, horrible, horrible. It's very wet. It's very foggy. And it's rather cold. I did not want to get up this morning. I would have been very happy to stay in bed until tomorrow. Or at least until it was time for the live stream tonight. Ah, this is awful. Oh, no. Visibility is terrible. Put some fog lights on. Oh, that was largely guesswork. Yeah, not exactly feeling the joie de vivre today, my lovelies. And I am not particularly looking forward to this journey. And I don't imagine you will be either, because God knows you're not going to see anything. However, I'm off to the yard because I haven't received any notification to say I shouldn't be. Haven't really spoken to Mustard at all this week. So, not much clue what's going on, but there we are. And I'm running 25 minutes late. Other than that, tractor! It's all going according to plan. This is 100% true. I've just passed the open top tourist bus going the other way. Completely empty, apart from the driver, who was wearing a big coat and woolly hat. Fabulous. Well, here we are in beautiful Stony Middleton, and I can confirm, in case you were wondering, that the weather is still consistently shit. Autumn leaves, darlings. We're starting to see the colours of autumn. This is still quite nice, isn't it? Now, as yet, I haven't seen anything large and slow that we're going to be stuck behind for the next hour. But I don't imagine it will be too long before that misery completes the picture. Here we go, darlings, round the bendy wendies. Oh, and I am filming today for the first time with the new phone, the old iPhone 16 Pro. Still don't know what I'm doing with it yet. It apparently does all sorts of clever things. I haven't had a chance to sit down and fiddle with them or play with them. What I do know is it's kind of a bigger screen grab area, because I've had to zoom in slightly so that I don't get the mount in the picture. And here we are at one of the most scenically splendid parts of the journey under normal circumstances. Today, can barely see a bloody thing. And here we are at Sparrow Pit, my lovelies. And as you can see, the misery is now complete as I'm stuck behind a bin lorry. Marvellous. Well, that was a bit of a tight squeeze for him going through there. Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Your thoughts and prayers, please, for our fallen brother. On your right, the Freelander of broken dreams. Bin lorries go quite slowly up hills. Little known fact that. It all looks a bit dark and foreboding, doesn't it, my lovelies? Actually, not that bad. Oh, there is some visibility. Maybe the weather will improve, darlings, as we approach Manchester. Manchester makes everything better, doesn't it? Is he outside? Is he outside? There he is on the left. Hello, Jesus. Hope you're okay. Well, that's only polite, isn't it? Fair play to him on the old turning the other cheek and forgiveness thing. If I was him, I'd have fucked them up. I'd have put my sandal right up their Roman arses. Oh, bloody hell, a flood. And here we go, underneath the big scary viaduct, over the river and into Broad Bottom, or Fat Arse as I call it. And here we go onto the M67. And now we are going to join the M60. Oh, what are you doing, you silly personage? What a naughty... Oh, and in case you hadn't noticed, it is still raining, darlings. So, that's nice. And at this point, darlings, we're going to leave the M60 and head on to the M62, heading, never reach where did we, heading east, isn't it? It's still raining, darlings. I would describe the rain as interminable. Oh, God. Somebody else jumped a red light. Don't be an amber gambler. That Discovery there, one of the most ridiculous looking cars ever. Don't know what they were thinking of. Discovery should be such a handsome car, but that generation certainly wasn't. Right, here we are, darlings, heading on to the M62 for the last leg of what has by no means been a pleasant journey. Oh, bloody hell, look at this. Absolutely horrible. And here we are in Milne Row, and I can confirm it's raining. Oh God, what's he doing? He's pruning himself. The dog's there in her pottering harness. She's a good girl. Where am I going?
Round the corner.
Okay. then, darlings. Let's see what's what. Oh, he wants to go on the digger. Right, blimey, this is all looking a bit different, isn't it? Hello. Right. The bogs of doom are still present. Oh, Freelander's down there.
Yeah.
Right, so what's happening with...
Well, what we're going to do is... Are you doing my video now?
Yes.
What about my video, though?
Well, you don't appear to be doing it.
Well, I have been doing it.
Good.
Right.
Well, I'm just doing this bit that you're not doing.
Are you going to do some of the work?
Of course.
Right.
I've come in my scruffs and everything.
Well,
My underpants are filthy.
at least you won't get wet, like I already have done. I got... never mind. Right, so if we pull this up, we're going to get in the lock-up.
Right.
We can put another car back there and then sort of clear the space up that was here and now has gone again.
Right. Right then, darlings. Using whatever that car's called. Oh, it was called Jason, wasn't it? I don't know if it still is. Using that car, we have towed the car known as Dented Daisy into the lockup. And the plan for today, this car has got multiple things wrong with it. It hasn't sold. We're going to scrap it. But before we scrap it, we're going to take the leather interior out and we're going to take the alloy wheels off and we're going to put them in and on JJ, Janet Jackson. So that's going to be today's job. And I think I'll have that leather gear lever as well while I'm at it. If I had 19 toilets, I would give 17 to you. Then you'd have 19 toilets, and I'd have only 2. I hope he's not going to set off with the bonnet open. He won't be able to see where he's going. Oh, this could be a terrible disaster. Did you know the bonnet's open?
Now, I'll rectify that now. It's not a good idea to be driving with the bonnet open.
Sounds like a sewing machine, doesn't it? Look at that beautiful green interior. What a wonderful car this is. Somebody really ought to buy it, or I should drive it up to... Where is it? Shetland Isles.
Yeah, about 1,000 miles.
That'd be a cool road trip video.
It would, yeah.
If he had 19 buttocks, he might give 17 to you. Oh, you're a bit tight, love. Change of plan, going in forward.
They've all done it with thread lock as well. So it's not like you start doing it and it just goes undone. Yep, it's pressure on there.
Well, the good captain was just explaining there that they're all done up with thread lock. So the key is keeping the pressure on.
Was I mansplaining?
I'm not sure what this mansplaining thing is.
It's being patronising to ladies, I think.
All right. Oh, and ladies, if you're wondering, patronising means to speak down to somebody as if they don't know anything. one here. We'll locate the thing in there.
I'm going to dominate some of Boaty's video by standing in front of it because he wants to video all of the progress. And as suspected, Boaty's been learning anti-clockwise and the difference between that and clockwise to understand how you undo something. And so far he's undoing one bolt all by himself at the risk of cocking it up.
Oh, hang on.
There we go.
This thing's knackered.
There we go. How's it knackered?
The doing's missing off it.
What doings?
The knobby doing.
Right. Okay, we'll fix it though.
Okay.
When all is said and done, Boaty's still a man. And that means that he has man pride. So he will not simply stand by and watch me do it because he'll feel embarrassed. Yeah? That's why. It's not because he wants to do it, it's not because he wants to learn something. And we are at risk of him making a mess of it, as I've already said.
Shut
And that
up.
will be a disaster because that means that if he cocks up any of these Torx bolts, I've got to spend ages then drilling it out because I'm not letting him near a drill. Okay, mate. Why do my hands smell like mushrooms? Let's come off that steering wheel, I reckon.
Okay, that one's out. Let's see if we can find another one.
Yep. The next important step is to not lose any. Okay?
Okay.
I'll try not to lose one. Doesn't matter if you lose one or two.
I'll put them in the extra. Then we know where they are. Well, you left it there. Have you ever been lying in the bath or sitting on the lavatory or something and
Yeah.
wondered what the sensation of having a gentleman's plum sack gently slapping against your buttocks would be?
Well, I will do now. Because obviously it's been playing on your mind quite a bit, hasn't it?
No, I hadn't thought of it until this very moment.
Right. What made you think of that?
The sound of this hitting the
Oh, right.
hitting the carpet floor.
Yeah. Quite peckish now. I feel like some cheese. To get rid of the mouldy smell off my hands, the mouldy steering wheel.
It shouldn't be mouldy, it's plastic.
Oh. And how would that make any difference?
Well, because mould only grows on organic surfaces.
What's this?
Leather,
No, that.
mould,
Yeah. And what's this?
leather.
Plastic.
Yeah, but it's leather, plastic.
Yeah, it's. It's not an organic material, is it?
Leather, yeah it is.
No,
But
that's
it's an
leather.
animal skin.
That's leather. That's plastic.
It's an animal skin, that's what leather is.
I know what leather is.
You,
get-
you
oh,
peel an animal,
You peel it.
yeah. You throw away the inside bit or use it for something else, and what's left is what we call leather.
Yeah.
And you can make shoes and shit.
Yeah. Right. But that's not leather, is it?
Depends on how you define leather.
You just defined leather for me by peeling an animal.
Right, so I reckon if I remove the front one fully now, I reckon we can just lift the seat out, to be honest.
Doesn't sound right, does it?
Doesn't sound very nice. If I had 19 buttocks, I would give 17 to you. Then you'd have 19 buttocks. But I'd have only 2.
How many of you have though?
Fucking hell.
What?
Red like it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I told you. Right, gotta keep it steady.
Remembering. of memories. That's all I have from you. Memories of your memories. If I ruled the world. Then I'd have trifle on it. Which one should we do first? Let's do. Look at me, darling, doing something brave and manly. Okay, so sit rep. All of these seats are now out, as you can see, and yeah. So the next job, I suppose, is to repeat the process on JJ and then swap them over. Okay, darling, so what's happening now is, like last Monday, I've moved JJ here. Like last Monday, Mustard's got to go and do child duty because Mrs. Mustard is on a training course. So I'm going to stay here and crack on with some stuff while he goes and does that. Then when he gets back, we're going to nip down to the chippy and do a quick lunch in Mr. George Roger Boaty. So there we go. There we go. That is the cunning plan, darlings. Oh, bless her. Oh, where's she going?
No. Stay there. Okay. Right, get the cable.
Okay, sit rep. Mustard's just got back. I have been busy. I've also had, God, I'm out of breath. I've also had a slight disaster. More on that later. What I really need now is lunch. Okay, darlings, it's now after lunch. You will have seen the separate lunch video. And look, the upper rear seat swap is in. Right, oh, I need to put the seatbelt in, don't I?
Yep.
Right, I did the passenger seat, that just needs unclipping.
Okay.
And there we go. Well, you join me in the back of the Rover 25. Mustard's in there making a cup of tea. Passenger seat is out, and I've just undone the last two bolts for the driver's seat to come out. Next job on, the disaster I was telling you about. Those two bolts there were so tight when I undid them that I snapped them off. So yeah, but next job is that the seatbelt needs reattaching there. So I'm going to get on with that. Seatbelt thing refitted. Front seat now going in. Right, I can be doing the back while he does the front, can't I? State of me, bloody hell. Right. Well, ended up being a little bit rushed, and we haven't quite.
I like that. Just sat here with the heating on like the good old days, and
the bad old days.
And the drivers going by, it's like the two Rovers all lined up like that. He's in charge of me too.
Bloody hell!
They
Right,
must be rather special, these people.
so we've done our normal thing. We've done half of the jobs that we planned to do,
Half.
but we'll do the other half next week. Well, actually, we've done slightly less than half because we haven't completely finished this job. There's 3 bolts to put back into the seat base. I'll do that tomorrow. And oh yeah, and replacing the Nobbington on this seat here.
It would have been easy if it wasn't raining.
Yeah, that
I
kind
might
of.
have enjoyed it a bit more then.
Yeah, that kind of screwed everything up, didn't it?
Yeah.
That kind of screwed everything up. But the point is, darlings, have a look. We've got a nice leather interior. It would have been criminal if that leather interior... Oh, and I tell you what, I had a quick look at... Well, I looked at 2 of the tyres on the Coronets and they look good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
That's a bonus, isn't it?
Tyres are good on this as well.
Yes, that's true.
So what we should do is find some that aren't very good.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
In fact, put 2 off the caravan.
Ah.
Yeah.
So, the rest of the jobs, well, I'll put the bolts in tomorrow. The knob, that's going to have to wait till next week, so I haven't got a knob. Alright, steady on.
Steady on. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's very, that's a bit gaudy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too much, I'd say. We're both absolutely soaked to the brim. Thank you for lunch, by the way.
You're welcome. I mean, you've earned it.
To explain herself in the afternoons.
I hope I'm not disturbing you.
No, no.
Good.
Please sit down, Matt.
Susan faces a dilemma, and Tracy is on the warpath when the Archers continues tomorrow night at 7.
I can't pretend I'm enjoying this journey, darlings. Hard work driving like this. Dark, foggy, wet. Car gets all misted up. It's really tiring having to maintain this degree of concentration. Properly foggy up here, look. Might not be fog, we might be in low cloud. Yeah, this is hard work. Still, at least I'm doing it on nice leather upholstery, so yep, it's a wet and wild night. You wouldn't want to be out wandering the moors in this. Okay, not in any rush, so the trick is to just go steady and get home. Blimey. Well, darlings, this journey really has been no fun at all. Not been the worst day though. I mean, I've been soaked to the skin, I've been freezing cold, but always fun hanging out with Mustard. We've had a laugh and we've got some nice new to us leather seats in the daily, so that's a positive, isn't it? And another positive is that this awful journey is pretty much at an end and I am home. I'm looking forward to clambering into a hot bath and then chilling out for a little while before what should be really good fun, joint live stream with Emma. God. Here we are, home and hosed. Okay, darlings, thank you as always for your company. It just wouldn't be the same without you. Wishing you all a safe and peaceful night and a joyful day ahead. Take really good care of yourselves. Much love from me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, God. Oh, I'm looking forward to that bath. Good night, my lovelies.